In this video, I'm gonna share with you 3 things you could do right now if you want to increase your RPM and your CPM so you can start making more money from your YouTube channel. Let's get into the content. All right, so in order for us to increase our CPM and our RPM, we first have to understand how the whole equation works. So I'm gonna break that down and then we're gonna get into some of the juicy stuff, all right? All right, let's do it. All right, so first we're gonna go ahead and draw a circle right here. I'm gonna draw another circle right here, and I know these ain't the best circles in the world, but let's just make it work. All right, so check it out. So this first circle gonna be an A. All right, so an A is gonna stand for the advertiser because that is the person that's gonna be paying YouTube or Google the money so that they can put their business in front of your audience, right? So that leads me to the T circle. Now the T circle stands for the topic, and that stands also for your content, right? That's what they're putting the ads in front of. Now over here, we got the AU box, or the AU circle. So what that is your audience, right? So the advertiser over here want to put their business in front of the right type of topics that are relevant to their business so that it makes sense and their advertising dollars are going to pay off, right? That's their main goal. And so from here, their ad is put in front of your audience. Now, how does that benefit you as far as making money? So the way that works is I'm gonna go ahead and draw a arrow right here and I'm gonna put another circle. Now this circle, I'm gonna put an L in there. Now, depending on where your viewers are watching from, right? Whether it's in a tier 1 country, a tier 2 country, or a tier 3 country, you're either gonna make more or less. And to make it easy for you, if your audience is watching from United States, Canada, Australia, most of the tier 1 countries, then you're gonna make more than somebody who has viewers from like tier 2 countries, tier 3 countries. And all that really means is tier 1 is the countries that have a lot more money. Tier 2, you start to get into more like third world countries and different things like that. And so that's kind of just to inform you kind of how the whole process works. All right. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually show you some of the different topics inside of my analytics, as well as the different things you can actually do to increase your CPM and your RPM. All right. So we got a few of my videos pulled up, and first we're gonna start out with the lowest CPM video, and then we're gonna go up to the higher CPM videos so you can understand how everything works. And one thing to keep in mind as I'm going through this and showing you this, one thing you want to always ask yourself is, does this appeal to what a business owner would actually want to advertise on? That's the thing to think about. And I don't want to tell you that and then all of a sudden you want to switch and then go into a different niche because of what I'm telling you. That would be a big mistake. You want to learn how you can actually make your content and your niche appeal to the things that a business owner will want to actually advertise on. And this is one of the things that's going to allow you to start making a lot more money in regards to AdSense. All right. All right. So let's check it out. So right here, this video is called How to Change Your YouTube profile picture. And if you look right here, playback based CPM is extremely low. It's $8.36. That's crazy low, right? So that means I would need a massive amount of views on this video to make anything at all. That would be significant. Now let's look at this next one. The next video is called How to Do Amazon Affiliate Marketing. Now you can see that this one is $58.04. And then right here, we got an RPM of just under $20. So that one would be considered pretty good. So I wouldn't need as much views to actually start making a lot more money. The next one is called How to Make a Good YouTube Video Hook. Now you can see that this one is at $71.46, right? So that's extremely high. So that means that boom, for every 1,000 views, we make $28.85. So once again, less views because we have a high RPM. Now let's look at the next one. All right, so check this one out. So this one is $78.43, and then you can see the RPM is $35.41. So for every 1,000 views, we make $35 for this particular video. So what is the key? Going back to the question I said you want to ask yourself, does this appeal to something as a piece of content that an advertiser will want to put their business in front of because they know that it's going to be the most targeted audience for what they're trying to offer people? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually show you 3 things you could do right now that's really going to help you boost your RPM and CPM. All right, so the first thing you could do to boost your CPM and your RPM is you want to use what we call high CPC keywords, right? And CPC stands for cost per click. So what does that look like? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna paste one of the keywords that I know triggers expensive ads. So right here it says cost per click, and then it says $130. So what does that mean? That means that on average, an advertiser is willing to pay YouTube $130 just to get a click or lead or sale for their business. So what does that mean for you? That means that if you use those keywords in your title, your description, and your tags, it's going to trigger very, very expensive ads, right? Versus something that, I'm gonna just go ahead and just take this off real quick. I'm gonna take the for small business off and watch how it drops right here. So check it out, $45. So it went from $130 to $45. So they're willing to spend $45 for that particular keyword. So you can see how keywords does have some significance when it comes to, you know, making money with AdSense, right? Because it's really called Google AdSense. We got to remember that. All right, so now let's go ahead and just take off the best and we're going to see, does that change it even more? Okay, so check it out. So this one goes to 50. So the most important thing is to look at the cost per click, which is $50 for this. And I'm gonna go ahead and go right here to where it say matching terms. And then you can see right here, it says CPC. So if I filter this by CPC, which I'm about to do, I'm gonna click that. And then now it's gonna show me all the expensive keywords. So anytime you can use tools like Keywords Everywhere, you could use Google Keyword Planner and it's gonna show you the CPC. Probably would be best for you to use Google Keyword Planner so you can actually see what the CPCs are for the type of content that you actually want to put out. Because as I said earlier in the video, you don't just want to try to use CPC keywords that have nothing to do with what you're already talking about. You want to start to tie some of this stuff to your type of content. All right, so the next thing you could do to boost your CPM and RPM is to put more ads inside of your videos. Now I know in your head you probably just said, but that's gonna mess up the user experience. No, it's not, because YouTube's system is very, very smart and they're all about user experience. So they're not gonna let every single ad that you put in there. Doesn't matter if you put 8 or 9 ads in one, like a 10-minute video, they're not going to show them all because they care about keeping people on the platform, right? All right, so let me show you exactly what you would do to do that. Now, keep in mind, the video has to be 8 minutes or longer in order for you to put multiple ads in there, right? So that's just something to keep in mind. Now, right here, this video is a 10-minute video. I'm gonna go ahead and click on it. Then over here on this tab, I'm gonna go right here to where it say monetization. I'm gonna click on that. And then you can see I have pretty much all of mine on: overlay, sponsored, skippable, and non-skippable. And then right here where it says before, during, and after, you see how I say manage mid-rolls? I'm gonna click on that. Now, as you can see in this video, which is 10 minutes, I have 2 ads in there. And as I stated, their system is very smart. They're not gonna show all the ads that I have right there, right? So even though I put it at 4 minutes, they don't have to show it at 4 minutes. They can show it at, 8 minutes, right? It's just something to kind of get you going, to kind of get you more money coming in, right? Because the more ads you have, the potential for you to make way more money. And I've tested this time and time again, and it always comes out with me making more money with more ads. All right, so how do you do it? So all you would do is you would click on where you want it to show up. So let's say I wanted an ad to be at the 3-minute mark. Then all I would do is click on that mark and then hit ad break. So now I just added the ad right there. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna discard changes because I don't want to move it. But what you would actually do is you would actually hit save changes after everything is done, and then everything will be good to go as far as that goes. All right, so the next thing you could do to boost your CPM and RPM is what I call flipping the market. Now, what is that? That's where you go from a low CPC video and take people over to a high CPC video. So now how do you get the research for it? So right here, we're gonna go into our analytics. I'm gonna open it up, and this is the last 28 days of our top videos. Now, what I wanna do is I wanna go to this plus sign right here, and then I wanna click right here where it say playback based CPM, because I wanna filter this by higher CPM videos, right? And as we start to go through here, we can see that this Google Ads video has a $59 playback based CPM. So let's say, for instance, I have a video that's somewhat related to Google Ads in some way, and then I give people I send people to an end screen to this particular video that we have right here, right? And so now if that video that I created was like a lower CPC video, I can send them over to this video that's gonna make me more money as far as AdSense. So basically this strategy is using videos that you create in the future to then send people back to other videos that have relevance. So hopefully you got some value from this video, and if you did, definitely go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Also, if you want to learn an effective method you could use to stack on top of your YouTube AdSense revenue, then go ahead and watch this video next, because it's going to show you exactly how to get that done. See you over there.